Hey folks, so I just set up for my meeting. It is in 32 minutes. I'm really hungry. I should have tried to eat something, but I don't have anything that I could like quickly prepare. And I went to the store, but I didn't want to buy anything frozen. So I'll just like cook something. After this call, I bought myself flowers. It seemed like appropriate. I haven't bought any flowers for myself this year so far. I don't think I've purchased any this year so far. I can't remember, but these were really pretty. These are pink spray roses, if you can't tell. They're kind of big though. I just put them in water, but these are beautiful. I needed something to not even lift my spirits because my spirits are not low, or my spirit isn't low, but just for myself, a gift for myself. I'm taking care of myself. I'm treating myself, more so taking care of myself. I'll put these over here for the time being. So here's what's going on. Long story short, one of the programs that I support had its budget cut by a very significant amount of money. And that was my salary and some other things, but my salary was included in that. So yesterday I had Wednesday, what was yesterday? Today's Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Tuesday evening when I checked my email, because I was participating, this entire week I've been participating in an online conference, so I've really not been like tapped into work like that. I happened to check my email on Tuesday late in the evening and I saw that I had an invitation from the person that's like acting as my supervisor right now, because another note, my organization did a reorg, which is always a sign of the times, right? They did a reorg in October. The team that I'm on was impacted. I saw this meeting on the calendar, wasn't totally sure what it was about. I wasn't thinking it was going to be like a layoff conversation. Performance evaluations are actually coming up soon, or like they're due pretty soon. So I thought it was going to be about that. And so when I got on the call yesterday, it was like yesterday afternoon, the person on the call said, mind you, I don't meet with this person often because I kind of established when this reorg happened. And when I saw the supervisory chain, this is somebody that started after I started, and we're in the same level. We have the same title. There was like a mutual understanding that like this isn't really a supervisory situation. They just told you to sign off on my timesheets. That's fine. I don't need to check in with you very often. So I haven't talked to this person since November. So when I got on the call, the person we do our little greeting, and then the person says, "Oh, I know we haven't met since November, so like thanks for taking the time. I just wanted to like give you a heads up that, as you know, there was a significant budget cut recently, and tomorrow we're going to have a meeting with HR." So I'm like, okay. So like while the person is telling me, I'm just very, okay, thanks for letting me know. Like that was me the entire call. And the person I was talking to was like very visibly flustered. I had a feeling it was going to come at some point, that they would get rid of me at some point just because of the funding. The group of employees that I supported, their positions were terminated as of like this month in January. So it wasn't a huge shock. It was just, I wasn't expecting it yesterday. I don't know when I thought it was going to happen, or like it's happening today. So that person wanted to give me a heads up, which I appreciated. And like when they said, I just wanted to give you a heads up, I was like, well, thank you. I'm sure this wasn't easy news to deliver. And I kind of said it like that because they seemed really, really upset about it and like, really didn't know what to say. And it's kind of a sucky position to be in, to have to lay somebody off. There's a lot more to this story. There's a lot more. I wanted to set the camera up though, because I wanted to get my reaction. I'm not going to post what is said. I'm just probably going to insert some like a little text bar or something that says like, this is when it happened, so that I can like know what my face is looking like. Because usually when I'm on Zoom calls, I'm looking at myself. And so I don't know, I just don't know how this is going to go. I'm feeling a little nervous. I feel like, even though I know this is coming, I'm feeling like pre-game jitters, or like pre-show jitters. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm ready to get it over with. I'm ready for the conversation to be done because I am ready to close this chapter, y'all. You have no idea how badly I have wanted to leave this job. It had gotten so bad. Shortly after I started, like a week or so after I started, I realized what a organization I had stepped into. So yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. I'm definitely going to share more about the story. I'm also a little relieved when I found that news out yesterday that this was coming, this layoff was coming. Physically was a little shaken, you know, but I, fortunately for me, am really good at like self-soothing thanks to years of therapy at this point. And so while the person was talking to me, I had like my hands, you know, like kind of like this, you can't really see, but kind of like this, cradling my abdomen. And the visual on Zoom is very similar to that. Like I have a virtual background, but it's very similar to like how you see me on this camera. So you can't tell that I'm, you know, I got my hands under my shirt and I'm like giving myself a hug right now. You can't tell that, but that is a way to soothe yourself. Honestly, it should be more up here, but you know, this worked for me yesterday, and it kept my hands from shaking, because my hands were shaking. I felt like just shaky, but I was able to maintain calm breaths, and my tone of voice was stable, and I was like completely regulated. I'm so proud of myself. I am somebody who, in stressful situations, my fight kicks in. My fight kicks in sometimes, so I have the capacity to become like really snappy and argumentative. And who doesn't like a nice little argument from time to time? No, I'm joking, but like that's how I would feel. Or I would feel like, you know, I really have to, like, I'm moving around a lot in my chair because I'm so uncomfortable, or I just can't speak at all. Like I completely shut down. It depends on who's talking to me though. But I was good yesterday. I was good because I feel like I called this layoff in. Like I manifested this. I journaled about this. And I want to go through my journal. I'm going to read some of those things. Maybe not like full journal entries or whatever, but I want y'all to understand how badly I wanted to get out of this job. Do I have another job lined up right now? No. Am I looking for jobs right now? I'm not looking for nothing. I don't want to be in this industry. I'm in a very niched industry in a small city where all the same people work at the same organization. Everybody knows each other, and I want to get out of that bubble. And I am open. I have prayed about this. I have written about it. I have made it known to God, the universe, my ancestors, whoever can make some stuff happen behind the scenes for me. I'm ready for something new. And even if that something new means that I can be more active and more vocal on YouTube, because I really do want to pivot a little. Not necessarily like a full pivot. Like I'm still planning to talk about plants, but like this is going to be a different type of content for my channel. You know, like I want this to be a series. I want to talk about my journey in therapy. I started with my current therapist in 2021. And like, when I tell you the work that I've done has been life-changing and has really transformed me into a completely different person. And like, I just feel so equipped to have these tools so that when somebody tells me I'm being laid off, I don't break into a fit. I'm able to like instantly calm myself down. Like that's a skill. Nervous system regulation is a skill, and I want to talk more about that. And I've wanted to talk about that. This is something that I wrote. I have a couple of topics for videos. I kept talking myself out of it because I didn't really know how to like frame it. I wanted to be able to give examples, but a lot of the examples that I would give would have to do with work, and I was nervous about accidentally being too specific about some things, and then work finding out that I'm posting and giving these like examples about one of the leaders, you know, yelling at people. That's just an example, but I was really apprehensive about oversharing and just really trying to be careful about my digital footprint while maintaining a full-time job that's like kind of a serious job, you know. I'm not a social media manager. If I were a social media manager, then like all my colleagues would know about me being a YouTuber or doing this or creating content or whatever. And I really wanted to be strategic in how I was showing up online so that in the event that a current or future employer came across my page, they wouldn't be put off, you know, because I'm putting things on the internet that will last forever. So I feel a lot more comfortable now that this layoff is happening to talk. And while I'm in this sort of limbo stage, while I figure out what's next for me, to talk about some of the things that I've been wanting to talk about. Like I've been wanting to talk about my therapy journey. I've been wanting to talk about self-mastery, because that's another thing that I think I really honed in on in 2025 is like mastering myself and what that means. And like a part of that is being able to regulate my nervous system and not crash out on people even when I want to. Doesn't mean that I don't get upset, doesn't mean that I don't spiral sometimes or have my moments, but outwardly what you see compared to how I might feel are two different things. And I'm getting to a space now where I have less crash out moments, where I have less moments of rumination about small annoyances, small or big annoyances. I have less instances of like me drumming up stuff from the past and like dwelling on it and focusing so much on something somebody did to me in the past and like how that was upsetting, and or something someone said, and like, you know, resentment. Like that's it, like resentment and releasing resentment. Like this is all taking a lot of work. It is taking a lot of work, and I've really wanted to do it because I'm ready to enter some new stages in my life, and I didn't want to take all of that garbage, all of that baggage, all of that mess with me. I wanted to be able to show up and be as regulated as possible and be able to like handle myself in really difficult situations, because, you know, as you heal and, you know, through the therapy journey, I think there's a misconception sometimes about therapy fixing you or whatever, like, and there being an end date to therapy. Like my therapist, in my opinion, is somebody that I'm always going to have in my contact list. I don't see her as often as I used to, but I still make time. Like there's still a relationship there. And so if I need something, if something comes up and I'm really having trouble navigating it myself, I have a third party who I can call and say like, hey, I need some assistance in this. Can I make an appointment? And it's just like, you know, you get your teeth cleaned every 6 months. Like your mental health needs to be addressed on a regular basis. And if you have some really deep-seated issues that have gone unaddressed for literal years or decades, that was me. Like I had secrets that I had held for 20 plus years, and being able to say those things out loud to somebody in a judgment-free zone, somebody that would help me unpack the pain that came along with those secrets, that would help me navigate having to have conversations with family members about those secrets, has just been so helpful and so transformative. And yeah, so I want to talk more about like my therapy journey. I want to talk more about like my menstrual cycle. I've been cycle syncing. I feel like back in the day, women talking about their menstrual cycle or whatever was so taboo, but I'm so happy to see more women on social media talking about these things, and like older women or women my age talking about perimenopause and menopause, because it's so important. And these are not things that we were taught. I wasn't taught about these things. You know, I didn't know that there was just going to be a week out of the month that I was just going to be a complete mess and emotional and grumpy and craving every sugary food imaginable, and that's not something that I can really control. Those are my hormones. I didn't know that. So now I have a greater awareness of my body. That kind of goes back to the self-awareness piece. I view myself, I view my body, I view my mind as like a machine, and I'm in the process of reading the manual, and the manual is like an encyclopedia series. your body, your mind, yourself is like, you know, the guidebook is just, it's a lot. It's a lot to learn. And I'm speaking specifically about like, you know, women's issues and things right now. But I mean, if you're a man watching me, I'm sure that there are things that you may be experiencing too as you age that you didn't fully understand or may not fully understand why certain things are happening with your body, or why you're having certain thoughts, or like why your mental health might be a certain way, or why certain people might trigger you, like what's happening. I just want to talk more from the perspective of somebody who is not a mental health professional, but as somebody who had to do a lot of work, who had a goal to be the best version of themselves possible, and that required a lot of work. Like, you think about it like bodybuilders, you know, if you go into the gym and you don't have no muscles at all, or everybody has muscles, but you know, like you've never worked out a day in your life, and then you decide you want to start working out and get on some like, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger bodybuilding, it's not going to happen overnight. Like that happens over years, and it takes discipline, and it takes you being honest with yourself about what you can take on. You know, like, I don't know. I don't want to get too much into that on this video because this is about the layoff. All of this to say, this is not something that I'm viewing as a negative. Like, yeah, I still have bills to pay. Money runs out eventually. But I'm so thankful that I had the foresight to create my YouTube channel in 2023. You know, my channel is not monetized as of today, but I feel very confident that it will be monetized soon. And like the thing that has been getting me is like getting my watch hours up. And I think being able to like reach a larger audience is, I understand like plants are niched, and like I really, really love my plants, and I want to take another step further with my like plant journey, and like I'm in the process of figuring out how that can be like my next career, and I'm taking some classes and things like that. So I'm really excited to share all of that. Nothing that I can like really share right now because I'm in the, you know, it's happening right now. Like I have to take the steps to do the things, and then I'll be able to share, you know, my offerings with the world. I'm excited that I have the freedom to do that because I know so many people don't, and the flexibility to do that. And I just have faith that it's all going to work out. And like, this is some divine timing stuff too, because I have a friend who's really big in like astrology and stuff. And I was talking to her recently, and she's like, yeah, you know, she was telling me about like Chinese New Year is coming up in February, and 2025 was the year of the snake. Was it the wood snake or something like that? I don't know. This layoff happening makes so much sense because it's not Chinese New Year until we're still technically in the year of the snake, right? So the way she described it, this means that like in your personal life, you might notice a lot of things dropping off, a lot of relationships going away, a lot of things changing, a big transition year, because like you're becoming a new person. A snake sheds its skin. And so I kind of view this as like, oh shoot, we're nearing the end of the Chinese year because the Chinese New Year is in February. It's like the end of January. I'm losing this job. Like, this is me as a snake shedding the last of my skin. And so that's how I'm viewing it. And y'all, 2026 is the year of the fire horse, okay? Which means that, I forget all of the details. I don't know. You can look it up. But it's the year of the fire horse. And that's something like, just think about horses and fire. It's going to take off fast, right? What does fire do? It spreads quickly. What do horses do? They run fast. So I'm really excited about like what this next chapter is going to look like for me. And I just feel like it's all so divinely aligned, and it's falling into place. Life is not a linear journey, right? So it might be good, bad, and then you feel like you're backtracking, but like that perceived backtrack might be the next step. You know, like you might have to climb up the ladder to the top and then go back down to the bottom of the ladder. That might be the next step. So I'm not viewing this as like a bad thing. I'm viewing this as like the natural next step. Listen, when I tell you I've been praying like like my life depending on it to get me out of this job, and it's happening. So like I'm thankful. I'm so thankful because I'm like, yes, my prayers were heard. And if this prayer was heard, I know the other prayers were heard too. So I'm hands off. I'm hands off right now. I'm letting myself be led, be divinely led, and like just know that it's gonna work out. It's all working out for my highest and greatest good. And I'm so excited to see what's next. That's all I got for right now. Let's go ahead and get laid off. Here we go. I'm about to log in to Zoom. Let me try not to smile. They're gonna be like, why is this lady smiling? Why does she low-key look excited? Okay, 1:30. Let me try to look serious for real, because I just want to laugh right now. Okay, let me go. Waiting for host to start. Okay. Let me look upset. They're not on yet. I got tissues over here just in case I get emotional. Let me put one in my hand. No, I'm not gonna. I'll just put it here. It's folded up in front of me. Warm my hands up and put them under my shirt right now. You're like watching me self-soothe in real time. The IT guys are probably listening to my conversation with myself like, who is this lady talking to? Host just joined. Okay. Hi. Good. How are you? Right. I'm just asking for clarification. Nothing else for me. If I could get information on that, that would be great. Sounds good. Dunzo. They some I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, nothing. I wasn't expecting that they think I'm gonna take, because that's insane, with no health insurance. It's crazy. So that's gonna be a no. But like I said, this opens me up to other opportunities. I was talking to a friend. I actually saw him a couple of weeks ago. We had brunch. He was in town. He was like encouraging me to apply for a job where he works and said he really likes it. And I looked through the positions. I didn't see anything that seemed like a natural fit for me, but I'm open to trying something new, you know? So we were chatting yesterday. I told him I would let him know how today went. So I'm gonna wait until Tuesday. I'm gonna wait until Tuesday and see what falls into place. What was I talking about? Let me close their computer. I'm not doing the work. That's crazy. And I have a doctor's appointment in February that I need to have. It's like my physical, and I'm having blood work and stuff done. So I'm not about to pay for that out of pocket. I'm just doing some math right now. Yeah, no. I have a to-do list. I think I'm gonna take the rest of the day because I done missed the first hour of my conference. So I'm about to log in to that because I don't want to miss it. It's been really good over the last 2 days. Tomorrow I'm gonna call my grandmother. I'm gonna be like, yeah, they let me off. And she's gonna be like, no, are you serious? I bet that's what she's gonna say. I'm gonna have to call her before her stories come on though. Yeah, I have a list. I wrote it out earlier. I totally lost my train of thought. I'm so tired. That's why I said today I'm just gonna watch the conference because that's all I have the energy to do. I know my mama's gonna call me in a minute, probably, if she hasn't already texted me, to see how things went. Some people I need to call. I'm not calling nobody. I don't need to do nothing today. I'll probably talk to my mama later today, and that might be the only person. I just don't have a mental bandwidth to do it right now. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well last night. I went to bed at midnight. I was like really hyped up, like running on adrenaline for, after I had that conversation yesterday. So I just feel really, really drained. I didn't sleep well. I went to bed at midnight, woke up at 5 a.m. and stayed up. My cat was looking at me like, why are you up so early? Like, I'm not even hungry yet. What are you doing awake? I couldn't fall back to sleep, and now it's caught up with me. And then my walk was longer than I was expecting, but I really needed to just like walk it off, This morning I was feeling anxious. I kept going in and out of like feeling pretty good about things and then feeling like my heart is racing. When I took my shower this morning, like my heart was racing. And I'm like, is my heart beating this fast because the water is hot, or am I like feeling, you know, nervous about later? I think I was just nervous because now I feel fine. But I'm sure the nerves will kick back in once I give them the decision. But I'm happy that I have until Tuesday to make the decision, even though I know what decision I'm going to make. I just know that I'm about to hit the ground running. I really just need the rest of the afternoon because it's like 2 o'clock, 2:10. I need the rest of the afternoon to decompress and to just get my mind right. And like, I'm about to do a long meditation. I need to eat. I pulled out a piece of salmon, so I'm gonna make some salmon and have a meal because I just feel so depleted right now. I'm so tired. I feel like I'm about to crash. And I want to tell my friends, like a couple of friends, my close friends. I want to tell some of my like former work friends. I already told my team. I told my team yesterday. When I say my team, I mean like 2 people who I'm friendly with on my team. The only 2 people I really care about, I'm gonna be honest. Like, and they've known what's up. They were shocked and really concerned because then they were concerned about what that meant for their job security. So yeah, that wasn't great. One of them was like very upset about it and very sad and like just a bit shaken, and the other was very encouraging, shocked still, but like very encouraging. But I'm about to chill, and then tomorrow I'm gonna hit the ground running. I have to apply for a scholarship tomorrow because I'm taking a course. I think I mentioned this in the earlier clip. I don't want to talk about the course just yet, and I don't want to talk about it while I'm doing it. When I'm done, because I'll have a new skill set, I will be more than happy to share that with the collective and let y'all know, let you know how we can connect if you want to utilize any of my services or my offerings once I get all of that together. I'm just glad I had the foresight to put this YouTube page together, to just do a lot of stuff. That's all I'm gonna say right now. I've done some things over the past 2 years preparing for this moment, preparing for like a potential entrepreneurial venture, and I feel like I'm here. And I feel like I said, life is not linear, right? The journey isn't linear. I was thinking like, oh, okay, I'm going to just ease into the entrepreneurship thing. And it's like, I kind of was able to ease into it, and now I'm at the edge of the cliff and somebody came behind me and was just like, and just pushed me, and I just kind of like, I'm either gonna, there's nowhere I can go except for down, right? So it's just like, the lesser of 2 evils is what I want to go to the doctor in February, so I'm going to do this. So I got to do that tomorrow. Apply for the scholarship for the course because apparently I think I can still get a scholarship for it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to update my resume, connect with my friend with the best way to get connected to the recruiter. So hopefully I can have a call with the recruiter at some point next week. That would be fantastic because my last day at this job will be January 31st, I think. But I think the 31st is a Saturday. So it would be January 30th. Yeah. Is that right? January 30th. Y'all, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I know I don't have no job lined up, but I just feel so eager to get out of this place. I feel like this is God really saying like, it's time to go. It's time to go. Like, I feel like the next best thing for me will be like a literal hand coming out of the sky, reaching through the clouds and picking me up by my neck like this ink pen, and like literally placing me out of that job. So I feel like this is the sign. This is what I'm supposed to do. And I know that like I've ordered it. The steps are going to just unfold. I have faith. Free at last. Free at last. I'm making a cake. I made myself a layoff cake. I started it yesterday. It's because the bananas were going bad. It's a banana bread cake. So I made the loaf, and the recipe said it tastes a lot better if you let the cake sit like for a day and let it, you know, let the banana flavor really come out. And so I just took some butter out before my call, and this evening I'm gonna make the cream cheese frosting that goes along with it. So made myself a little sweet treat, bought myself some flowers. I'm really taking care of myself. This is part of the self-mastery, is like showing up for myself, taking care of myself in times of need. This is a time of need for me. I need to be taken care of, taking care of myself. Thank you for watching all the way through the end of this video. I don't know. Hopefully it's not too long once I edit it, but I know it's going to be a longer video. So if you made it to the end of the video, I really, really appreciate you watching. Like I said, I'm trying to get these watch hours up so I can get some money from YouTube. That would be fantastic. I've been thinking of all other sorts of videos to do too, because I just feel like, remember the hover around commercials from back in the day when the lady was like on top of the rocks in her wheelchair, her motorized wheelchair scooter? That's how I feel. Like, she was just looking like the wind blowing through her hair and she can see the world. And I just feel like I'm just free now to just see the world. So there's a lot of myself that I'm wanting to put out for our community here on YouTube and on Instagram. I've been taking an Instagram break, so I don't even have it downloaded, but I did make some layoff content for that as well. This is gonna be a whole series, like I said, and just like capturing this next journey. And a lot of the like I got laid off videos I see are so sad, and I feel so sad for these people, but I don't want y'all to be sad for me. I want y'all to celebrate with me. I'm celebrating. I want y'all, if y'all are praying people, please pray for my finances. If you don't mind dropping a line, or just send me good vibes, send me good thoughts. Like, please drop some encouraging words. I'm just excited to share more of myself without feeling restricted and without feeling censored or like, you know, I gotta be responsible. I'm responsible. I'm a responsible adult, but you know what I mean. Like I said earlier, I won't repeat it because it's already a long video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed coming on this ride with me. It has been a journey, y'all. I'm starving. My stomach is growling. I want to get into this conference. I need to lay down. I'm exhausted. I need to stop talking. I need to take a nap. Okay, I will see you in the next video. I appreciate you so much for watching and liking this video and subscribing to this channel and sharing it with your friends. Let's share it. Sharing is caring. Let's get these watch hours up so she can get paid. Sorry for screaming if you don't have phones. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.